Confluence of events here. You had that robust rally off the open, right? And then 2 points over Monday's high, right? 39.50, 38.9, 39.48 was a high yesterday, and it was just teetering there. Let's go 50 bid, and then you get some punk consumer confidence data, you get some punk housing data. Boom, you start to tail off, and then you lose the open real quickly. Boom, you take out the close. Boom. Is it Thin Lizzy? It's Thin Lizzy instead of Steve
Thin
Miller. I think
Lizzy.
they're right. Yeah, it
All
is
right,
Thin
all
Lizzy.
right.
Yep, yep, yep,
We're gonna
yep.
have to jam work on our game there a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I should have Googled it. And then boom, we took out the pre-market low. We just kept falling. Um, we are not at last Thursday's close yet. That's gonna be my line in the sand. That's 37.99 and a quarter. That'll be giving everything back, right? That'd be
Yeah.
giving it all back. So that's 30 handles away. Crude up $2.07 at a 111.64, off the high at 112.22. Gold in the red by 440 at 18.20.40. Silver from green to red down 35 cents at 20.82. Bitcoin down triple fives, 555 at 220,240. And Ethereum, that's going in south too. That's down 1154.50. Or that's at 1154.50. That's down $39.50.
All right. Today was definitely one of those tough market, especially when you get an open like that. I talked about it on live trading before we got to the open that I thought today would be one of those days that would not only test the bulls, but it also test the bears. And I think like that's what this kind of open did here. It started getting some of the bulls to think, oh, well, maybe yesterday was just a blimp. And they were probably like jumping on their shoes, jumping on their bullish shoes, like, oh, let's go, let's go. And then it got knocked down too. And at the same time that the Bulls are thinking, well, yeah, like we're back in business. The Bears also are getting worried because they're seeing that spike and they're like, well, maybe I jumped onto this short a little bit too early. And then bam, the market really does hit there at 10. Let's get into at least the data that we got. Joel, do you sometimes see that, like where the market almost is like battling both sides, like the Bulls
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
Bears like getting pressured?
yeah. Well, yesterday was a good example of it, and I wrote that in my wrap for the day. That you had you were supposed to have. I look at the 9-day average trading range, and it
Mhm.
was supposed to be like around 105, 110. That's including the Globex range, but it was only 55 handles, and so what that means is that they're just battling, they were battling. And so when you have a tighter range day like that, it's just, no one was totally in control. And now it's in control. The Bears are back, and that's what I'm calling my wrap for today.
All right.
And we'll see. I mean, we've had a 300 point. What was the low of the bill? 36, 39. Let me do the math real quick. Well, you know what? 300-point rally, let's call it, from that low at 39.39. You add 150 to that, so that's 37.39. 37.80. I mean, whew, boy, we're still away from that, but you get back half of this move here, whether you're looking at the SPY or the S&P, then you just got to think you're going back towards the low of the move here. So that's
Yeah.
there you go. Retracement, retracement, retracement.
Let's
But
talk
thank
about
you,
the
RAG. RAG moved from London to San Francisco. He skipped right over to Detroit. I don't know why anyone would do that. But welcome. Welcome,
Yeah,
bud.
he skipped one pond too many. He should have stopped in the Michigan lake there.
You missed the Great Lakes, man. You missed the
Yeah,
Great
man.
Lakes. Best body of fresh water in the world, man, right
Tell
here.
you it's cold at least.
You came at the wrong time, Mitchy Mitch. We gotta take you, we gotta get you up north. You're gonna think you are back in Colorado. I'm telling you, northern
All right, all
Michigan.
right, all right. We're gonna have to come check it out. I'll have to take you up on that, Joel. The consumer confidence index here falling to a reading of 98.7. down from 103.2 in May and missing the Dow Jones estimate of 100. I think really what was here was the Dow Jones estimate was slightly down from May, about from 103 to 100, but we got a reading of 98.7. So it was even retail stocks fell immediately on the release of this news. You could see that with like a stock like Macy's. Macy's is a good one
Oh,
to kind of take a
where's
look at.
that? Is that a teeny bopper? Yeah, back being a teeny bopper. How about this move in Nike? Nike, look at that. Rip your
Nike.
face off the open up to 114? Are
That's
you
called a bull
kidding
trap
me?
right there, man.
Making a new low of the move? After that, holy macro. So yeah, Nike not helping out the retailers. That's a new low for the move in Nike. But yeah, that's what else was that like our focus stock this morning? It was Nike and then oh the banks. The
The
banks did.
banks, of course. Let's go to the banks and to raising their
Oh, what a selling opportunity.
that's what I mentioned this morning. That's why I was
Look at
asking. That's what I was asking Dennis. I was like, "Is this a rip to sell here?" I mean, I think you got some. You got to take the popcorn while the circus is in town, as I like to say
you
from
guys sell
Dennis.
the peanuts.
Sell the peanuts while the circus is in town. That's one of those quotes that we need to have on the wall of pre-market prep.
Yeah, look at this. And I was looking at that, and it's funny because Triple D gets in and he gets out, and he always seems to get out a little bit early, like in the pre-market.
Smart
Sometimes
dude, that guy.
it's so well. Sometimes he likes to do it because like he wants to be able to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he wants to come on the show and
Yeah, and be able
talk
to
to you
really talk
guys.
about it. But man, when you have these kind of things, keep well, first of all, the gap here in Morgan Stanley. Oh, that I think I talked about where was the gap fill in Morgan?
Hmm.
81.15. Where do you go to? 81.22. And then Kaplooey, you come back, you haven't went red on the session yet. Wells Fargo, that had a little pop. Where did trade in relation to the well, I got FC there. I know I want WFC. Boom, that one had a pretty good sprint, 41 to 41.58. And then that came down. Once it came back down through the open, it was good night, Loretta. I didn't see Citigroup didn't do much, so they no Citigroup never had a shot. They just rallied in sympathy, and then Citigroup. Oh, J.P. Morgan. I bet you is that making a new low on the move? No, not yet, but gave back a lot of those gains as well.
Yeah, Goldman Sachs also coming back down through those supports. So you're taking a
Yeah,
look at the
with
Goldman.
these kind of trades, and I know someone in the chat was in there, was in one of these stocks, and I think it was Morgan. It's good to hold it through the pre-market, and it's good to hold it through the open, right? Because you get a little bit of more alpha on it. But man, a lot of times on those kind of moves, when it comes back down through the open, and it gave you a couple shots after that, because that's where the day traders buy it. That's where you get a lot of congestions. That's always besides my high low close and whatever other secret numbers I put in my formula. That opening print, which is impossible for me to determine, right? Because I don't know that until 9:30. I just wanted to, before we move on with your list,
Yeah, let's
Exxon
do it.
Mobil kept on going pretty good. I was little wrong on the fade on that. We said
Full
hold 91.
disclosure,
Yep.
I got a position in this one. I got a position. I got there at 91. I got stopped out earlier in the day, but I took another shot in the XOM. So I just want to mention that.
Okay.
But definitely,
Yeah.
CVX also Warren Buffett, right? I mean,
No,
stepping
that
in
was
there.
OXY.
OXY,
OXY.
yeah, Oxy,
Yeah.
Oxy. How did that chart look now? I mean, let's take a look at
Hmm.
and maybe compare. I think that a lot of times,
Strong.
yeah, yeah, you get these moves where a lot of times, like let's say when you get those Warren Buffett mentions, a lot of the times we get this kind of action right out the gates, and then you saw a retrace to that hourly level. I think when you're looking oil, I think one of the best charts to look at is that hourly chart to the left. You're going to see a lot of retraces to those hourly lows. I
Yeah,
think
if you
that
can if you can hold the contract for an hour without
That's
haven't
the
we?
hard part, right? Yeah. That's the hard part there is trying to get around some of this volatility that's out there right now.
That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let you take the lead here, and
Let's go.
we'll
Let's
rip
keep it
rip through
going.
some stocks.
We got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look here. I mean, Hood didn't really move much today, so I think we can kind of skip that a little bit there. Interesting stock that was trading well here out the open, but then the market just kind of turned on it was Disney. I want to go to Disney there because I was watching the price action here, and even I was liking the price action at the top there. It was holding well, it was looking good. Of course, it's coming on the news of Shanghai Disney's resorts being reopened June 30th. Tickets will be available June 29th. I'm definitely going to be watching to see if we get some continuous positive catalysts starting to come out of Disney because we've known how this has been really hit hard lately. I saw it sneak up about 100. And then I was like, can we close above 100 today, guys?
No, no.
No, the old market kind of started pulling down on us. But what do you see there on that chart?
I see it. It filled that one of those gaps, right? Look at that,
Exactly.
99.38 went through the century mark, went quite a bit, through it. Probably absorbed a lot of paper sellers at 100. Just your short term traders here.
Yeah.
They thought they were styling, right? And it went to one double
Mm-hmm.
o 40, and then and then it comes back down through 100, and they're like, bid, give me a bid. So you bring to a big number like that. And that was early. I mean, early. Spoons, warning, coming down. Lows of the session, low
Ouch.
38.25. We're at 26 and a half. I have absolutely nothing in here, folks, until the close from Thursday. And that's under 3,800. With the pace that we're going, we may see that.
Yeah, something to watch out for. I also saw mentions in kind of right towards the bell. There was LI mentions. So that's LI Autos said that Tuesday it planned on raising $2 billion from U.S. investors through an at-the-market stock opening offering, and you could see it. That
Oh.
really affected the stock there. And it wasn't only LI, of course. They all kind of move hand in hand whether you're looking at NIO, XPEV, but LI there, boom.
Yeah, that's where you got to be careful on these things. I mean, not only with these biotechs, but these newer companies. You get your stock price up there. Why not jam it down shareholders' throat? We've seen more major tops off things like that. I remember DraftKings did an offering at 56, 55. Well, they came out, they wanted to do it at 56. They ended up getting it done at 53. Boom, $13. What else? What was the crazy stock? They've changed names like 97 times. It was Viacom. What's Viacom now?
Oh, Viacom. It's what is it now? Man,
It used to, it
Viacom.
was VIAC.
VIAC, right? Yeah, it changed on. Oh, now it's with what is it, guys? I know the chat knows it. I haven't stopped watching it. It's with Discovery,
Yeah,
right?
there we go. Manuel Costa with the save. Yeah. This gonna be, yeah, right here.
Ara.
Yeah, Para. Yep.
Yeah,
Look at that
these
thing.
stocks have not come back at all. I mean,
Yeah, Paramount. Yeah.
what
Yeah.
was the also that was the combination with Discovery? What's Discovery now under?
Man, I don't even
You
know.
see, we're putting. I gotta stay on top here. I'm finding out a lot of things. What was it?
What?
WB or was it WBI?
It's with T.
What was it? This is why we have the chat. This is WBD. Look at my boy Matt. That's what it's about. I
Yep.
love
Yep.
it. WBD there. Definitely.
Oh,
Look at
look at
that
that.
thing.
Oh my Lord. Look at that.
Holy moly,
You know
man.
what that is? That's a step down seller, folks. That is what you call a step down seller. Lower high, lower high, lower high. A little bit of a green candle, lower high, lower high, lower high. Someone wants
Oh
out.
my God.
They want out. They want out bad. 1330. That's the low of the move. Spoos they're teetering here. 38 and a quarter. That's your low. We're printing 26. I don't know. I don't think the Bulls can hold it here. We'll see. We'll see. I'd hate to see us get all the way back down to 3,800, but we'll see. If we don't do it tonight, we'll do it.
Do you want to touch some of the Ark and Kathy Wood comments today?
Yeah, I should have stuffed Triple D. I mean, I don't know. Like he says, like the low for the year. Like when a stock's at 46, I mean, to me, yeah, the low of the year could be in, but Kathy does what Kathy does, right?
That she does.
Double top right up there against that other high at 47. And I think the strongest thing I said was, I wouldn't buy it here as opposed to get out there and whoop up on it. I was going back with somebody. I don't know if it was in pre-market prep plus or it was here, and they were like, they were bearish, Kathy. I can't remember who it was, and they're like, "Well, what do you think?" And what I do is something like that. Someone's asking me to make a longer term call. I go to the monthlies, and I'm like,
Exactly.
"Show me a green month here, right?" And at the time, the stock was trading above 44.09. That was your close for the month of May. So I'm saying, hey, you improve on that close, right? Why not? Why not? Get a green candle for the month. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Couldn't even get near that double top near 46 and change. And here you are back in the 42 handle. Next daily low is 40.79. 20, we just made a low. We took out the stops at 25. Everyone got jammed at 23.75. And once again, trying again, trying to rally, but we'll know what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, ARKK. I'm just gonna take a quick look here. I wanted to put it up on my main chart just to kind of point to what was the biggest decline in ARKK today. So that would be pointed towards coin and NVTA. So coin down about 9.2% on the day, definitely pulling on back there. And there's more cryptocurrency worries out there. I was talking about it on my show. It was kind of a different platform. It was with CoinFlex, now raising 47 million through a new coin. There's a lot of issues out here with these cryptocurrency exchanges and platforms. I know I personally am staying away, like always, not financial advice, but it just seems like a stay away for me right now, Joel. Any of these
Yeah, I
platforms.
mean, we both said we were gonna buy it at 20K. We said that once,
Hey,
and
I
I'm like,
changed my mind though. I changed my mind. I said 10,000 now. Remember that was back when we were at 60, and
yeah,
I was like, pull back, pull back. But
I
I'm
know.
at 10 now. I'm with Raggy.
Yeah, yeah.